All right, for independent practice, again, I want to find the area of these various triangles. So I'm going to write my area formula at the very top, okay? Area formula is area equals base times height, all divided by 2, okay? So we got to be really, really, really careful what we make the height and what we make the base, okay? So last time I was talking about my base and my height. They go together like, I don't know, your thumb and your index finger. That's how they go together, okay? So one depends on the other. If my height changes, my base changes. If my base changes, my height changes, okay? So gotta be very strategic about how we solve this. So for this specific one, this one's a little bit easy. The base, the bottom side, and the height is just a line straight up, okay? Area equals base, which is 12, times height, which is 5, divided by 2. So I'm going to multiply before I divide. 12 times 5 is 60, divided by 2, that gives me 30. 60 divided by 2 gives me 30. And I always remember my units, square inches. Again, for this one, my height, again, with the definition of height, it is the straight line distance from my base to the angle across from it. From my base to the angle across from it. Notice how I'm using the word base in my definition for height. That's because height depends on base. Cool, so I can see here that the base here will be 16. And also I know that this is my base because it's the line that's touching my height. Area equals 16 times 9 divided by 2. 16 times 9, what is that, like 144 or something like that? Yep, 144. 44 divided by 2, that gives me 72. Don't forget my units. Centimeters. I circle those. Not last but not least, for this very next one. So again, my height. My height is the straight line distance between one of my bases and the angle across from it. So you can only see there's one line here that goes from my base to the angle across from it, and it's this dashed line. So that instantly tells me that's my height. But what base is it touching? I can see that it's not touching this one or touching this one. It's actually touching that angle, but it is touching that 18. So 18 is what I'm going to use as my base. So area again equals my base, which is 18, times my height, which is 6, all divided by 2. 18 times 6, what would that give us? 108. Divided by 2 is 54. And again, square meters. So for that one, last but not least, here, area equals my base and my height, and my base and my height. So I know that this dashed line is representing some type of height, going from top to bottom. So stretching from this angle all the way down to this base. Notice that this height doesn't actually have to touch this base, okay? It would touch it if I moved it over, okay? But I know that it's attached to this base because I'm starting at this angle, and this angle, this angle is across from this side, so this has to be my base. So again, my base is 9 times 5 divided by 2. 9 times 5 is 45 divided by 2. That gives me 22.5 square feet.